Children, this is second part of magnetism and matter. Here we'll be deriving expression for magnetic field due to a solenoid along its axis at a very large distance. Now, if you take a magnet, its magnetic field lines outside the magnet they are in this fashion. Out of north they will be into the south like this, and they are continuous non-stop. If you observe a solenoid, if it is carrying current on one side, if the current is anti-clockwise, it will behave like north pole. On opposite side, this will be having current in clockwise direction, so it will behave like south pole. So magnetic field lines come out of north outside, they will go into which one? South like this. So solenoid's magnetic field pattern and magnet's magnetic field pattern is alike, it is same. We will calculate magnetic field of solenoid along its axis. Now let us see. Consider a solenoid having n number of turns per meter length. Means what? N is not number of turns. How to calculate number of turns is, listen here. You wound it once, one turn, two turns, three turns like that. Like that, n number of turns are present in 1 meter length. For example, see, this is 4 meter wire having 40 turns. How many turns will be present in 1 meter length is n divided by L. N is 40, L is 4. So this is equal to 10. Turns will be present in how much length? 1 meter length. Say 4 meter 40 turns in 1 meter, how many will be there? 10, like that. So small n is number of turns in 1 meter length. Okay. This total length is, children, 2L, and imagine this is x-axis, this is y-axis. Okay. Here origin, this side it is minus L, right side it is plus L, plus L. This is this straight line which is the axis of the solenoid. Let P be any point at a distance of R from the, at a distance of R from the center of the solenoid. Let A be the radius of this solenoid. Let, listen here carefully, let dx be the small element of this solenoid, small part of this solenoid, small patch of the solenoid having several turns in it at a distance of x from the center. This distance is x. I will show here. I will show center itself here. Okay. This distance is x. This is x. What is distance between this strip of element and the point P? That will be, children, r minus x. So this distance will be r minus x. You should note it properly. Now, number of turns in 1 meter is equal to n. In 1 meter, n turns are there. Therefore, in dx meters, okay, fine. Number of turns in 2 meter will be how many? 2n. 3 meters, 3n. Dx meter, how many? In dx meter, how many turns are there? That will be dxn. Dx into n. These many turns are present in this strip dx. Okay, fine. We will calculate magnetic field due to this dx portion at point P if current in each wire is I. In each turn, current flowing is I. We have got magnetic field dB is equal to magnetic field due to strip dx is, let us see, dB is equal to mu naught upon 4 pi 2 pi, okay, ni, I will write like this, 2 pi ni, radius square, what is radius but a, so you should write a square divided by, our formula was r square plus x square raised to 3 by 2, don't write the same. Here r stands for radius, here in our case radius is how much, a, so I will write it as a square, fine. But what is distance between strip and point P? It is r minus x, so it will be, this distance is r minus x, so you should write r minus x the whole square. Now this question of current now, in each wire current is how much, I, but how many wires are present, how many turns are present in dx? They are dxn wires, dxn wires. In one wire 1i, two wires 2i, dxn wires dxni. This dx, instead of writing here, I will write here, this much is magnetic field dB due to strip dx. Total magnetic field is B is equal to summation of all magnetic fields. This is one technique. Instead of summation, we make use of integration. You should integrate from how much length to how much length, minus L to plus L. All these wires you have to take into account. So you should integrate from minus L to plus L. But what is the value of dB, children? dB is equal to this entire thing you write. I'll write here only. Mu naught upon 4 pi 2 pi ni a square dx divided by a square plus r minus x the whole square raised to 3 by 2. Children, concentrate. I will erase this. dB means magnetic field due to only the small dx. B is magnetic field due to complete solenoid. All the coils will turn, all the turns will contribute to magnetic field B. Next, I have to erase this. Okay. Listen. Here one assumption. Let point P be at the large distance r, means r is much more larger than L, r is much more larger than A, r is much more larger than x. R is so large, this point P is not here, it is quite far. R is much more larger than x. In that case, children, let us see what happens. B will be equal to mu naught upon 4 pi constant, it comes out 2 pi ni, a square will come out. Inside the integration, children, it will be dx divided by a square plus r minus x the whole square, okay, fine, r minus x the whole square raised to 3 by 2. Our assumption is r is much more than L, r is much more than L, means r is much more than L means r is very big. If r is big, x is very small, so x will write it as 0 because small. A is also very small, therefore A is also neglected, it is also made 0. See, A and x gone because they are very small compared to r. R is rich, it will remain. Now, what is the answer for this? R square raised to 3 by 2, 2 cancels, it will be what? R cube. This R cube, children, I will write here R cube. Now, integration of dx is integration of dx from minus L to plus L. Integration of dx is only x. Lower limit is minus L, upper limit is plus L. Integration of x dx is only x. Lower limit minus L, upper limit plus L. Now children, let us see. Mu naught upon 4 pi 2. What is pi a square called? See children, area, radius is a, area of the circle is pi r square, correct? But here radius is taken as a, so therefore it will be what? Pi a square. Pi a square is called as, children, area. Pi a square I will write it as a. Number of turns, yes, I as it is. R cube also as it is. Now, how to solve this bracket is, put two similar brackets, minus L plus L. Instead of x, in the first bracket you put, instead of x you put L here. Instead of x you should put minus L. Minus of minus it will become plus L. L plus L becomes how much? Into 2L. Concentrate properly. Listen to me. One wire, one turn carries current I. Two turns carry current 2I. 3 turns of the solenoid carry current 3I. How many turns we have in 2L length? This total length is 2L meter. In total 2L meter, how many turns are there? Let us go for that. Listen. In 1 meter, n turns are there. In 2 meter, there will be 2n turns. In 3 meters, 3n turns. In 2L meters, what is the length of the solenoid? Minus L plus L means how much? Total length is 2L. Don't make plus L minus L 0 sir, no. Total length is 2L. In 2L meter, how many turns will be there? 2L into N. This is total number of turns we have. Next. In one turn, current is I. In 2 turns, current is 2I. In 3 turns, current is 3I. In 2Ln turns, how much is current? 2Lni. This 2Lni, this is called, children, I dash. I dash is total current. Let us see. I dash is equal to 2Lni. This is a current in one wire. 2Lni is total current in the given solenoid. So, instead of 2Lni, we simply write it as I dash. Next. This entire thing, I will erase, you can reverse the video and see. This entire thing is, children, I dash. Please concentrate. Listen. If current is flowing in anticlockwise direction with respect to me, magnetic field is towards me, hold the axis of rotation in right hand, fingers indicate, children, current, thumb indicates magnetic moment and magnetic field also. Magnetic moment is given by, children, magnetic moment is given by, children, current into area vector. Current into area gives magnetic moment. So, current into area is called, children, what it is called? Current into area is called magnetic moment vector. This is the expression for magnetic field of the solenoid, current carrying solenoid at the large distance r from its center. Okay. This is similar to electric field due to the dipole at the large distance r. If you remember, what was the electric field? It was 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2p by r cube. See, here 2m upon r cube, here 2p upon r cube. This is magnetic moment, this is electric dipole moment. Here also distance r, here also distance r. Both are having analogy. Listen, what was electric field at the perpendicular bisector here? Here the electric field was, children, minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught p by r cube at the perpendicular bisector or the equatorial line. electric field was this much. Here it was 2p by r cube 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. This was electric field. 2p by r cube, here it is what, only p by r cube. Why minus sign is because electric field is plus to minus, electric dipole moment is from minus to plus. Since they are opposite, here minus sign comes and it will be only p upon r cube. Exactly similar to this. Here magnetic field B is at the distance r is, large distance is minus mu naught upon 4 pi m upon r cube. Magnetic moment is along x-axis positive. Magnetic field B is along negative x-axis. B and m are opposite, m here, B here, therefore negative sign prevails. Here magnetic field is mu naught upon 4 pi 2m upon r cube, here only m upon r cube but with negative sign. So this is expression for magnetic field due to the solenoid. Time is there or not? Let us check first. Lot of time is there. Next few more derivations. Listen. Listen to me carefully. This is north, this is south. North to south a magnetic field. Here if you place one magnetic needle, children, suppose it is north, it is south, its magnetic moment vector is m. And how to calculate magnetic moment we have seen. Okay. Now, as soon as you place it here and you leave your fingers, north will be coming towards south, south will go towards north. You will find after some time, this is the final picture. North will be towards south, south will be towards north, finally. But before coming to rest, before stopping like this, what it does is, children, suppose this is magnetic needle, you placed here. This was north, north is towards south, south will be attracted by north. So it will have the rotation, this rotation is called torque or the moment of couple. Now what happens is, no doubt it will align like this, but before aligning, it oscillates like this. It oscillates, finally it stops. Number of oscillations completed in 1 second is called frequency. And children, if you start from here, it comes down and again it goes up, that is called one vibration or one oscillation. Listen. It should come down, again it should come up, that is called one oscillation. 2, 3, 4 like that, SHM. Number of oscillations completed in 1 second is called frequency. Time taken for one oscillation is called periodic time. Let us see the derivation. Listen. Suppose you shift it here. This needle will automatically restore. Restoring torque is given by wait, it is visible. It is shining a bit. Okay. Now, when you see, when you place it, when you leave your hand, this is going to restore. Restore means coming back. The restoring torque is given by m cross b, or which is mb sin theta, where theta is angle between magnetic moment of the magnet and the external magnetic field B. This is theta. This is mb sin theta, which is called as restoring torque. Now, how do you deflect it and make it rotate? That is called as deflecting torque. Deflecting torque is given by I alpha. See, this is similar to force is equal to mass into acceleration. If body moves in straight line, force. If body rotates, torque. If body moves in straight line, it is mass. If body rotates, it is moment of inertia. If body goes in straight line, linear acceleration. If body rotates, angular acceleration is calculated. It is having linear also, but we will calculate angular acceleration. But alpha is written as, children, d square theta by dt square. Sir, what is this story? Let us see. See, if body covers angle theta in time t seconds, how do you find velocity? Displacement upon time. Change in angle upon change in time. Sorry, d theta and dt. Okay, fine. Suppose acceleration is to be found. Acceleration is change in velocity, difference in velocity upon difference in time. d by dt of, children, sorry, this velocity is angular velocity, very sorry for that, and this acceleration is angular acceleration. d by dt of v, sorry, omega. Omega is how much? d theta by dt. This is written as d square theta by dt square. It is called second order differentiation of displacement, which is going to give angular acceleration. So alpha is nothing but second order differentiation of angular displacement. Children, see, for equilibrium means what? To keep it here only, magnet will try to restore, but you are trying to deflect. One is deflecting, one is restoring. For equilibrium, restoring torque is equal to, restoring torque is equal to, or deflecting torque is equal to restoring torque, or vice versa. But negative sign should come because both the torques are opposite. Now, this is I into d square theta by dt square is equal to torque equate minus mb. For smaller angles, children, if theta is very small, sin theta is nearly equal to theta, so I'll simply write it as mb theta. Children, I d square theta by dt square as it is minus mb into, for smaller angle sin theta is nearly equal to theta. I'll write it as theta. Now, this d square theta by dt square is angular acceleration, which is alpha, minus mb upon I into theta. This is similar to acceleration in SHM, that is alpha is equal to minus omega square theta, which is similar to A. Acceleration A is equal to minus omega square y. See, SHM A is equal to omega square y. This is in terms of linear acceleration, this is angular. This is linear displacement in case of SHM y. Theta is angular displacement. This is SHM. The foot of the perpendicular performs SHM. Now, children, equation 1 and equation 2 both are similar. See, alpha same, theta same, minus is also same in fact. Okay, here something I have missed. Okay, mb theta. Okay, what must be omega square? Omega square must be equal to mb upon I. mb upon I. Therefore, omega will be equal to how much? Root of mb upon I. But omega is equal to, first year we have learnt, root of mb upon I. But omega is 2 pi f. First year we have studied. Where f is frequency, number of oscillations per second. mb upon I as it is. This implies frequency is equal to, 1 upon 2 pi root of mb upon I. This is the expression for frequency of oscillation of the given magnetic needle placed in the magnetic field. How do you find periodic time is? Period or periodic time is reciprocal of frequency. Well, 1 upon f if you find, all things it will be what you call reciprocated, 2 pi root I upon mb. Or else here you can put omega is equal to 2 pi by t and simplify, you will be ending up with this answer only. So this is the expression for frequency and periodic time. Let us see whether potential energy also we can go for. Yes, indeed we can go for potential energy also. Let us see now. Children, imagine this needle was standing like this. This is north, this is south. Its magnetic moment, needle's magnetic moment is m, and this is north to south external magnetic field. Both are in the same direction. This is said to be most stable position. Some of you, if you come and disturb this one, disturb means don't take and throw away. Disturb means twist it by an angle d theta, later on by an angle of theta. If you twist it by an angle theta, you are doing some work. That work is equal to see, in a linear motion work is force into displacement. In a rotational motion, torque into angular displacement. See, force, torque, displacement, angular displacement. Now children, this is work done to rotate it by small angle d theta. What is work done to twist it by larger angle theta? This whole angle theta is integration of work, small work. This is what you call dw is equal to how much? Tau d theta. Or total work is equal to, what is the value of tau is? Tau is equal to mb sin theta. Torque is mb sin theta, standard formula. D theta as it is, work is equal to mb as it is, integration of sin theta is minus cos theta. So this is the work done to twist it by an angle of theta. Whatever work is done, concentrate. If you leave your fingers, it is going to bounce back and get aligned in the direction of magnetic field. Why did it move at all? It moved because it had stored which energy? Potential energy. So work itself is called, children, potential energy minus mb cos theta. If theta is equal to 0, it is said to be what you call the stable position. If theta is 90, it is unstable position. Theta is 180 also, it is unstable position. So this is the expression for potential energy stored in the needle. Whatever work you do, that is stored as potential energy. If you leave your hand, it will be rotating by itself because it had stored the energy, which is work done by you people. We'll stop here, children. We'll have the next class very soon.